All right, so we're on the recorder, me and you, and now we're going to call Stan.
How you doing?
Yeah. All right. Dan.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
What'd you think of your New Year's present?
I liked my New Year's present. I did. I liked it a lot.
You see all three of them?
I did. There was a nipple one, and the balls one was good, and the butt one was really good. I liked them.
Where's your wife?
Well, I found out. I talked to my wife today, and I have an iPhone, and we share the same iCloud, so she gets all my messages.
Ooh.
So, like, all the messages I sent you and all the messages you sent me, like, she's seen them.
Uh-oh.
But, I was pretty scared, but she was kind of cool about it. Like, she kind of got into it. At least that's what she said. Yeah. Right? So, she was kind of excited. Like, she wants to know, like, stuff that you do, to get me off so good. So she said she really enjoyed them.
Really?
Yeah.
That kind of scares me.
It scares you?
Yeah.
No, I think she's cool now. I think she's cool about it.
Well, I don't care. That, to me, is our little private world.
That's what I thought, too. But, I live with her, so there's not much I can do.
Is she at home now?
She is at home right now. She's actually... Lauren, do you want to say hi to Stan real quick?
Is that sexy guy from the videos?
Yeah, that's Stanley from, the stuff that we were talking about.
Hi, Stanley.
Hi.
Are you going to give me the phone? Oh. Hi, Stanley. This is Lauren.
Hi.
Hi. I got to say, I'm really sorry for yelling at you that one night. Ever since you've been talking to my husband, I've been getting sex more often, and it's been great.
No.
So thank you very much. You've really enhanced our sex life, and I don't know. I don't know how to do the things that whatever you do to make him so horny and to make him come so hard. I wish you would teach me how to do those things.
It's
got to be a gay thing.
Well,
what if it's like three of us, it would still be kind of guy to guy, girl, sort of.
Could we fly Stanley up to visit us so he can show us how to do all those things?
I wouldn't be comfortable with you in the room.
Oh.
Not at all? Not even if he was, like, just there to, like, kind of watch and,
I couldn't do it, Pete.
No?
I'm totally gay, and I'm not into women, and that's
it. I like both of them.
What?
I like both. I like both.
I understand. You're bi, but I'm not.
Well, can you teach me how to do those things? Whatever it is that you're doing to my husband. Well, it seems like his cock is 2 inches longer, and he's...
What I do to your husband is very gay. I'm not sure any female could do what I do.
Well, I have a hand and fingers. I have a mustache.
Try slipping 4 of those fingers or maybe a fist up your husband's butt.
4.
Well, I tried to do it last night.
I could only do like 1.
It wouldn't open. Yeah, it wouldn't open.
I know.
I remember I pulled his nuts up and I stuck my tongue inside his asshole to get it all lubed up. It wouldn't open for my finger. I don't know what to do or what to do.
Not even a knuckle.
Yeah.
Then shove Danny in him more.
Yeah, Lauren, I've been
How do
using.
you feel about that?
Yeah.
You still use my dildo?
Sometimes, yeah.
But it's bigger than my finger, baby. How come you can slip that in, but I can't get my finger in? I gotta say things that Stanley says. That way you'll be receptive to my fingers.
I don't know why.
Would it help if I talked like with a lower voice?
I don't know.
Pete, I'm licking your nipples off. Is that sexy?
No, that's not doing it. I'd rather just try it. If you're into it, I would want to do both, but Stan's not into it.
We got to get Stanley to show me how to do it. And then I'll leave you guys alone to do your thing. But I just need a good teacher. I don't know. I've only been with you.
Stan, are you sure? You wouldn't want just her once, just to watch?
I don't know if I could function, Pete, to be quite honest. I mean...
What if you just instruct me? What if Pete lays down on his stomach and I try to use my finger and it doesn't work?
It's kind of embarrassing that you were getting all my phone messages to Pete, because they're kind of private and they're kind of me.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm sorry for that violation. My husband's cheating.
And then to put that one message on YouTube, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I need that kick in the pants, Stanley. I'm really sorry.
Well, it scared me enough that I let Pete know that I wasn't happy with it. Didn't I, Pete?
You did, and she was, I guess, very jealous, but she into it.
You guys, I thought you guys were in love reading your messages, but now I know it's just sex, so it's okay. Right?
Well, maybe for Pete it's just sex, but I'm starting to grab a hold of him. I got to be honest.
He
well,
you know what's
I
you guys in love?
I have feelings for you too, Stan. I do. I think I really do.
Because I think about you a lot.
I think about you a lot too, Stanley.
Well, where does that leave me? I'll suck both of your cocks. You can't take my husband, Stanley.
Oh, stop it. Come on.
Do you love Stanley?
You're okay. You said you were okay with this.
Well, yeah, I thought it was just sex and Stanley's sexy body and the nipple talk and the butthole stuff. That's fine, but you like this man more than just as a sex chat partner?
Well, he's been so, Stan, you've been so nice. So I think I really like, I love you, honey, but, I really like Stanley too. I do. Okay.
Even though we have never really met in person.
No, not really. No. But
Are you going to meet?
We should. I'd like to.
I don't know. I'd like to.
I would totally like to.
Oh well, can I come and watch?
You'll probably be working if we ever get together.
It would be what?
Your wife would probably be working.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we could also...
Because we've talked about if you ever get a case this way and have to come professionally, then we could visit.
That's right.
You know, do you want to come to New York? We have a big place and a guest room and a love swing, and we have lots of room if you want to come and have some fun with my husband.
Like a long weekend or something.
Yeah.
Well, I got to see if my finances. You know, I'm a retired person, so I'd have to see if my finances would allow me to come to New York.
Well, I mean, yeah, or maybe, you don't have to be there. It could just be us two if you're okay with that. Are you okay with that? I love you.
Really, well, yeah, but you told me you love Stanley, too. I thought you guys were just jacking off with each other. I was into it, but now I don't know what to do. What if we just all met together and see what happens? I have that extra money. I'll just get him a ticket to come up here later this month, and
I'll have to think about it.
Like I said, I'll hold his ass open for you. I'll do anything. I just want my husband to fuck me again, even if I have to pretend I'm you, Stanley.
I just like the dick, baby. I like the pussy too, but I like, dick and licking the butt and the nipples. You don't like nipples?
I know. I have to say, Stanley's big balls are so fucking sexy. I know you don't like women, but I would love to put my tongue all over them.
Pete's tongue would feel better.
That's right. I would. I want to lick them.
Pete, are you sitting there naked?
I'm not naked.
That's good.
Do you want me to get a naked?
Mm-hmm.
You had a late day today, Pete.
I did. I had to work late. What is that?
Were you really working late, or are you on the phone with Stan jacking off in your office?
He was not on the phone with me because he texted me and said he was working till 8 o'clock, and I left him alone.
Well, I don't mind you guys jacking off with each other. 20 minutes after he pops, he comes in here and fucks me good. I like that you guys talk, actually. I've never been fucked so good in my life.
Well, we always talk before you get home from work.
Yeah, I can do both. There's enough for both.
Well, I think
Pete's heart's big enough for both.
Well, his heart or his cock. I don't mind sharing his cock and his asshole and his nipples, and I just don't want to share his people.
I can have feelings for two people.
You can fuck Stanley and talk with him on the phone and jack off, but you can't tell him that you care for him. You can't.
Well, I can't pick who I care for. I can't just choose.
So you really care for Stanley?
Don't make me choose. I would want to do both if you're cool with that.
Well, yeah, I don't mind you fucking Stanley, but you can't be in love with him. You can't have a romantic relationship with him.
Well, I said I can't choose. I can't just
You have to choose.
I can't choose who I like and who I don't like. It just happens. Okay?
But if you talk to Stanley anymore, you're going to fall in love with him. You can't.
So?
You're going to break up my marriage.
No. I could still love you and him.
He's never talked to me about divorcing you.
Well, I would have to divorce him if I thought you were in love with him. If you love Stanley, you can't love two people at once.
Yes, you can. You can. Yes, you can.
I agree with Pete. I think you can.
Yeah, right? It's 2 against 1.
Well, You know, Pete, we just got that money from the inheritance. Can't we just move Stan in with us, and he can keep you happy, and you can keep me happy?
Not if you're going to get all jealous and freak out.
That's what it sounds like would happen.
I think you would go psycho, and you would start, like, posting my video and shit.
Well, you guys are freaky. You should like people looking at your cocks and your nipples. See, I put your naked pictures up all the time. You don't know, but I do. I put them on gay.com.
What?
A picture with you and your asshole and my dildo coming out of it where you're wearing that
Don't.
wig.
No.
Pete, you're finding out things you didn't know.
I know, right?
That scares. That's scary.
It is scary, Lauren.
Well, if I'm
How do you think Pete and I felt when I finally heard the YouTube telephone conversation of you walking in on us?
Yeah, how dare you?
Having phone sex. Didn't I text you, Pete, right away about it?
You did. You texted me right away, and she said she had nothing to do with it, but then I found out that she did. But she's jealous.
You made a promise before God, our Lord and Savior, that you would never have sex with anybody else. And when I walked in on that...
You said sex with any other woman is what you said.
I guess you're right.
That's what you said.
Well,
and I didn't.
You know our situation.
What's happening between Pete and I just happened. I mean, first we just started texting each other. Sex wasn't even included. Right, Pete?
That's right. That's right.
We just became friends.
And it just evolved to that next level.
So
yeah, it did.
Where you can't do some of those things.
What level is it that you've reached?
Where we have phone sex.
Yeah.
Are you guys in love?
I can't really say I totally love Pete, but I have special feelings for him in my heart. Yes.
Pete, did you know this? I thought you guys were just phone something.
Well, you know, you can't help who you get feelings for. I said that like 10 times. You just can't help that.
Well, I'm not okay with you having feelings for this man. And he is incredibly sexy, and he seems funny and charming. I just don't think that I can be with you if I know you love somebody else.
Pete's the same way. He's very sexy and he's loving and charming.
Yes, I am. See?
He is.
You can't deny that I can share that with other people. You can't. There's other people that need that in their lives.
You can share your sexiness with other people, and I know about those times that you had Donnie sucking your cock, and you know the Anthony, the one guy from Atlantic City. I know about that, but you didn't have feelings for them. You just fucked them in the refrigerator. I don't understand how you can have feelings for this person that you haven't even met him.
Because we talk, and
we've been talking for 2 years.
Talking for so long. You know?
Pete, you've been talking for 2 years?
Well, yeah, about or so. Oh, you said you weren't cool with this. Don't get all jealous and start crying. Come on.
You know, I thought you guys were just fucking. But the other night when he yelled his name out, you said you were just kidding. You weren't kidding, were you?
What do you think?
You were really thinking of him. We were just making out, and I was just touching your cock. You whispered his name in my mouth, and I thought it was a joke. You were not joking, were you?
Not really, not all the way.
I can't do this. I'm going to take all the money and I'm going to leave.
You said you wanted to do all kinds of stuff and lick the butt and, dildo and all that. You said you wanted to do all this stuff.
I do, but I thought it was just sex. I didn't know you had a relationship with this man, with Sexy Stanley. That's what he calls you, Stanley, around the house.
Don't say that. That's what I said. Don't say that.
Sexy Stanley is all I fucking hear about. and now I think he's sexy too, and then I figure out you guys are in a fucking romantic relationship with each other. You guys talk about Danny?
We're in a speaking relationship. We're not in a relationship.
Yeah, we're just talking.
We are talking, and I tell him what I'd like to do, but it's not been done yet.
Yeah, I haven't touched it. He hasn't done anything.
I want to touch it for real. I want to kiss him for real.
That's why
we just talk about it.
Stuff. You know, just to see if
I don't mind you fucking, but you can't kiss. That's just for me and you, Pete.
No. We can kiss. It's okay. There's enough. I still like you. I still love you, I mean. We could kiss.
I gotta ask you, this morning, Pete, were you thinking of Stan when we were, you know?
I don't know.
Making love.
You know?
When I had my tongue in your ass,
well,
and your balls on my nose, and I was flicking it in and out, and you yelled out, "Give it to me, Stanley, is Daddy thirsty," or whatever.
Well,
that was hot.
You know, I get into it. I know.
Hey, I'm old enough to be Pete's dad.
That's right.
Father-son.
Isn't it? Well, you should be cool. You should be cool with it.
I'm cool with just the sex.
Especially if it enhances your sex life. You should be good with it.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even like the big ass, and lick nipples, and suck nipples, and suck balls, and, you know, lick ass and nipples.
I don't, but I'll do it for you. Like this morning, your butt, it didn't smell, but I put the syrup on there and it was easier.
Well,
I thought maybe Stanley could help me with knowing those shortcuts.
It's hard to get into it when you make gagging sounds. You tell me my ass smells. You know, that kind of is the turn off.
Well, I gotta be honest, right from the restroom asking me to do that to you, that wasn't very nice.
Well, maybe you can talk about that later, okay? Maybe that's embarrassing.
Sounds like you two need to talk, and I need to get off the phone.
Stanley, will you come up to New York and teach me how to fuck my husband right? You have to promise not to fall in love.
Well, I can't promise you that because, like I said, the feelings are already grounded in my heart. I think about Pete in the morning when I wake up, and I think about him during the day. That's why I text him while he's at work. And the things I text him are not sexual.
No,
I text him that I'm thinking about him, and I'm hoping he's having a good day. And I mean, if that bothers you, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop.
It doesn't bother me that you do it, but it bothers me that he says he has feelings for you, and it's more than just in his cock. This guy is just more into you than I thought he was, Pete. And you,
I am
like
very into him.
Mm-hmm.
I like Pete a lot.
And I like Stan a lot. And
he is special to me.
Pete, remember when you were asking me about getting married and marrying a man and everything? Were you talking about Stanley?
Well, just in general, I mean, I was just kind of a hypothetical kind of thing, but yeah, I guess so, yeah. You know, there's room in my ass and my heart for Stanley and you.
Well, I don't really care about your ass, but I want all of your heart.
See, that's the thing, you don't care. You don't care what I want. You don't care.
I want to fly your sexy boyfriend up here so he can teach me how to lick your nipples right, because you don't like how I put my tongue on him and then move on.
I don't like how you say yuck after you lick a butt.
Bad part about it is I care enough about Pete that I don't want to hurt him, and that includes tearing his marriage apart if that's what he wants. I'm okay with it. But I would never share airspace to where I intercept all his messages.
Yeah.
That to me is stalking.
That's stalking.
I am. I'm stalking my husband because he's being untruthful.
That's because you don't trust him.
That's right.
Well, but I shouldn't trust him because he has this sexy man jacking off and pulling his ass cheeks apart and talking about his nipples.
And making him come a whole lot better than his wife.
That's right. Well, you make me come too, but
not as powerful as I do.
That's
right. It's very potent with Stanley.
Stanley, I can't argue with you that you're much more sexy than I am. You are, I guess. My husband gets hard.
And I'm also probably uglier than you are. I've never seen a picture of you, but I'm not that handsome.
Oh, come on. You're hot, Stan. You are.
I've seen. I think.
Thank you, Pete.
You remind me of the character on the movie. What's that movie with Elliot? Oh, it doesn't matter. But
easy.
Yeah. You know, Stanley, I would love to get to know you and to have you teach me how to suck my husband's cock, and that's what I wanted to get
I'm going to interrupt and say, you know, what I have with Pete is very special. And I want it to stay special, but I don't want my text messages going everywhere. I want them to go to Pete and nowhere else.
Yes, I agree. You can't watch these videos and you can't listen to what I say and all that stuff. You can't be all psycho, and start being all crazy, and then say that you want to lick my ass and lick my nipples and suck balls and suck nipples and ass. You can't do both.
I want to know everything.
Watch it, babe. You're turning me on.
Yeah, I know.
And you're not even naked with Danny up your ass.
How do you get turned on by talking dirty? I thought you have to, have your penis touched to get turned on.
Not necessarily. The thought that, Pete and I are talking things that are going to happen if and when we do get together.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me turned on and horny. Mm-hmm. It makes him turned on and horny.
Oh my God, so horny.
And I could send a text to Pete saying, I'm thinking about you, and the next thing I know, Pete says, ooh, I'm hard and horny, in the next text to me.
Yeah.
And I'm going, whoa, and all I said was, I'm thinking about you. Or I send him a text saying, have a good day. And he says, ooh, I'm so hard right now because of your text. And it wasn't meant that way.
Uh-huh. He just does it for me, and I told you, and you said you'll do it, but then you say my ass smells and my nipples hurt your tongue and blah, 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 blah.
Well, they're hairy. You keep shaving your nipples, and then I suck on them, and they...
Oh, Pete, don't shave your nipples. I like them hairy.
Yeah, see? Some people like them hairy.
I'm hairy.
That's right. I'm hairy.
And we both like it.
That's right. We like hair. We like the pubes. Deal.
What if I grow my bush out?
More than it is? You're like the bush girl in the Kalahari over there.
Well, I shaved a little bit around the lips because you kept saying you were getting my buddies in your teeth.
Yeah,
I'll shave it all off.
Your upper thighs look like Tom Selleck.
Well, you told me you wanted me to look more manly. I don't understand. I think that it's just me. Pete, be honest. Do you want to be with Stanley?
Yes. I do.
But his job won't let him be with me because I'm in Indiana and he's not.
Yeah.
Did he tell you that we just inherited a large sum of money?
I didn't know anything till you said it, dear. I didn't know anything about the money. He never offered to fly me to New York. He just, I've been looking at finances every month, and I only live on Social Security. That maybe I could come to New York for a weekend, but then the weekend would we've been trying to keep the weekends free for you and him. So,
yeah.
We've been trying to, we only talk Monday through Friday, and even not then.
Well, that's why on Saturday and Sunday you can't get hard, Pete, because you haven't talked to Stanley.
I can get pretty hard if I don't, think about it.
But it doesn't stay hard unless you put it in my butthole.
Well, I like the stimulation and I like the butt. I'm thinking I like the butt a little bit more than the pussy, and I can't help it. God made me how I am, and I like it.
I can't do this. I'm just going to fly you down, and you can spend some time in Indiana with Stanley and figure things out with him. And if you want to come back, come back. But if not, just be honest with me.
I don't want to,
But he likes his job there in New York, and I don't want to stop him from doing good work.
He doesn't have to work anymore. Are you kidding me? My uncle pulled the plug on my aunt on the 1st of this year so we could collect one more year's worth of her money, and now her life insurance and everything's kicked in. We don't have to work ever. Fucking our kids and grandkids don't have to work. I thought we were having these amazing plans to go to Greece. You wanted to go to some islands with, the naked man or whatever. And that was fine.
Well,
is this why you wanted to fly me?
What's going to happen when I come home?
That's up to you. If you and Stanley fall in love while you're out there, then you don't have to come back home.
But then he loses some money.
And I lose you. And I love you, too. I love you.
Well,
I want to come home.
And he likes doing his lawyer work in New York. He told me so.
I did. I told him so.
So how are we going to do this? Stanley, do you want to come and live with us in our house?
Well, I'm not sure that I can. I mean, my health is bad, and I'm near where I'm going to be buried, and I'm with my family. So, and I was just in the hospital most of December, and Pete knows that.
Yeah, Stanley's got some bloating issues and some internal bleeding
issues and
diabetes,
kidney and liver failure, and I'm a diabetic.
And open sores on the legs and the ED.
Well, they're healing. I mean, I got those looked at today.
Oh, good. Excellent.
But the thing I want you to understand is you need to trust us. If we have phone sex and then you have terrific sex after that should please you.
It should, but she doesn't like, the butt and the nipples and going to the left.
Well, then I'll take care of it over the phone, and then you go in and do what you need to do for her.
That would be great and perfect, except for you. You like Stanley more than a friend, more than a sex partner.
That can't help you. I can't help it. Okay? I love, you, and I really like Stan, and he can do things you don't want to do. So I want to, have a relationship with both. You shouldn't make me have to choose.
And right now our relationship is just phone sex, but I really need you to stop getting the messages I send to him, because I send messages almost daily, but it's only long enough to say, hey, have a good day, and he'll text back, I'll call you when I get home.
Yeah, I see them.
I know you see them, and that bothers me.
Well, I'm threatened
because those are private for Pete.
What do I do?
Yeah. Stop being so psycho. Don't make me choose between lovers, okay?
I think it's time for you to choose. I thought Stanley and I would be able to have sex in front of you and make you jealous.
Well,
that's kind of hard since I'm 64 and don't get a hard on.
I'll suck it hard for you, Stanley.
No, you won't, because I'm on so much medication, the blood's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But Pete likes it the way it is.
I like it sloppy, I do. I like how it flops and the balls and everything. I like that. I like the sounds it makes. I like it, okay?
And I would probably do more sucking because Pete loves it when I tell him what I'm going to do to his dick and balls and cock and ass and whatever.
But how can you like balls? They're so stupid looking. Pete, I mean, honestly, you want me to put them both in my
Gay men know how to make balls feel good, and gay men know how to really get a guy going.
But I'm not gay or anything. I'm just saying.
Well, maybe you could get, like, some of those plastic balls and, like, put them in my mouth.
I'll do whatever it takes, but you can't talk to Stanley like you love him.
And I can love both of you. Don't make me choose.
You have to choose. I think you have to. I thought you just liked Stanley for sex. And now I know that you like him for more than that. And I can't live with that, Pete.
Yes, you can. You can handle it. Okay? You can kiss me, I can kiss him. You know, it'll be fine. We could all love each other.
I don't know. Stanley just said he doesn't like women at all. You told me that he might let me do things to him. See, you need a owning right now.
But I like tits, and I like your tight pussy and your hips. You know, I love fucking you, but then I also need, balls on my mouth sometimes. You know?
I have titty balls?
Yeah, it's not the same, though. Not the same.
He also likes bondage. He likes to be tied up and blindfolded and tied to a bed and
balls in my mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you got to teach me how to do that, Stanley. I know
just think of. Well, I would be doing it like a dad.
Like a dad would. Think of how your dad would lick your ass. Okay, that's how it would be done.
Even if you were married and say Pete's dad was still alive, he would want time with his dad.
Yeah.
Think of me as Pete's dad.
Did you tell Stanley about how me and your dad used to do things together?
No, I'm a loving dad. I'm a dad that would be compassionate. I've always been a compassionate person. And Pete knows that.
That's why he calls you Daddy.
That's exactly why he calls me Daddy. And I call him Son.
Well, I see nothing wrong with cuddling and caressing.
And it's called role play.
Yeah.
I got 2 words for you. All right. Role-playing phone sex. That's enough. But if you are going beyond that and you're falling in love, I mean, he'll show you heaven, Stanley, but it's gonna hurt me if I know that he's in love with you. I just thought you guys wanted to suck each other's hairy nipples. I didn't know you wanted to kiss and hug. Jesus Christ.
I can love you both, okay? There's enough of me and my dick and my ass to go around.
And looking at pictures, I agree with that.
Yeah, right?
You showed him pictures? Pete, you told me he doesn't know what you look like.
Well, yeah. I showed pictures. You should see them.
He's sent me pictures of his full body.
Yeah.
Face and all.
Uh-huh.
And he's seen my face, I think. Haven't you, Pete?
I have. I've seen your face before.
Okay.
Sir, please. This is just way too much. Pete, I can't do this. You have to choose between me and Sexy Stanley.
Don't call him that, number one. And B, I don't have to choose.
I think you do.
Both. I can fuck both. Don't have to choose.
You have to choose.
Pete?
And I don't even care about the money. You can have your half. 6.2 million is easily divided by 2. I mean, I know math. Stanley knows math.
Stanley was a math teacher.
Stanley taught math.
Yes. Okay.
I can't do this. You have to choose between Sexy Stanley and me.
Well,
and I'm not even holding the money over your head. You can have it.
And, your hot body and your fat pocketbook, I'm not going to leave all that.
Well, then you can bring Stanley up to live with us.
He doesn't want to live with you because you're crazy.
But that's okay. I have enough money. I'll buy you male prostitutes to come and like that one guy that you hired with the hairy chest to come and play guitar naked for you on your birthday. I'll do that every night for you and Stan. You just can't leave me for him, please. I can't deal with you loving him.
Oh, baby, you know I love you more. You know I would never leave you. You know that.
You don't love me more because I show you my titties and your penis gets soft, and then I say, Sexy Stanley's on TV, and then you get rock hard.
But the way you say it, though,
Sexy Stanley's on TV.
I love you.
Sexy Stanley, he has some show with you that he puts it on the big screen when we fuck. The one with the Dateline guy, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, that's ancient history.
Still hot though.
As a matter of fact, I was found innocent of that.
See,
I don't even know what it is. It's always with the volume off, so I don't even know what kind of a show it is. It's your face, and you're on the TV. If I pause it with Stanley looking down, that's when you pop.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to pop for me.
I do. I would pop for you. I'm not going to leave you.
I think we need to bring Stanley up. If Stanley can't come up and live with us and be together where I can supervise, I don't think I can be with you where you're talking with him anymore.
Well, I'm going to be honest, and I'm very outspoken. We don't need a supervisor.
Yeah.
But you do.
No, we don't.
This is my man.
Because I can handle my feelings. Like I said, Pete is special to me, and he has a special place in my heart. But it won't grow because I know he's married. And I've accepted that. And I don't go try, getting into your life.
Well, but you can't share me, you're saying. You can't have both of us.
Pete.
You choose between Stan and you.
Pete.
You have to.
Stan.
Pete, babe.
Baby.
I need to get off the phone so you and her can talk this through. But when you talk this through, she has to be out of our cyberspace so she doesn't get all the messages.
Yes, I agree. But I think we should all be together, I think that would be so hot.
That's the only way I'll have it. I can't let you guys alone anymore. It's too intimidating.
Well, you're going to let us alone, or, it may have to stop. I don't know.
Stanley, I'll give you
And I don't want it to stop because I like Pete.
Did you hear me?
What?
I'll give you $50,000 if you come and stay with us, and $5,000.
Oh, come on!
I am not in it for money. That's like paying me to be a whore and have sex with your husband.
Fuck me and lick nipples and suck ass. I'm not that. That would make me feel so dirty.
I'm just not going to do that. And as a matter of fact, I'm even happy with it just being phone sex.
I thought you wanted to meet me.
I do want to meet you.
He doesn't want to meet you and lick your nipples, Pete. It's this whole time he's been lying to you.
No.
Stop
No, I haven't been lying.
He's not lying.
I've always told him I wanted to meet him. But, if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be upset about it.
You just cost up $50,000 to come meet him. Of course you don't want to come meet him. I told you, Pete.
I am not in this for your money.
You said you loved me, but now you say you don't even want to visit me.
I told you, Pete.
Well, I'll come and visit you, but I'm not going to stay at your house.
I feel so used and dirty, like I'm just a dick.
I told you. He doesn't care about you.
It's a walking dildo.
Pete. Now you're turning all this against me.
Well, you said you didn't want to do anything in real life, that you just,
I do, but now she's wanting to make it sound so dirty by paying me.
It's not dirty. You wouldn't do it for free, and you wouldn't do it for money, because you're not really gay. I know you were married before. You like pussy, Stanley Kendall, and my husband has a cock, and he is bi, and he's my husband, and if he's falling in love with you, I can't be with him anymore. But the truth of the matter is you've been leading him on, and you've been telling him...
Oh, really? I've been leading him on?
Yes. You told him that
you know that for a fact. I mean, you can look into my heart and say that. And I'm going to tell you right now, lady, I am totally gay. Yes, I may have 4 kids. Yes, I may have liked pussy when I was younger. But after that pussy was gone, I came into being gay because I liked it. What I would do to Pete, what I've said I would do to Pete, I would do to Pete, should we ever meet. But that has not happened. And then you want to offer me money and cheapen it that way? Come on, lady. I'm not the one that's crazy.
I can't handle this being called a whore and not wanting to be visited, money.
Pete, I want you to visit me, and I said if you ever came out this way because of your job, we would meet and be together. But
his first excuse, Pete, was finances. His first excuse was finances, and I offered to fix it, and he still says no. He doesn't love you. I love you. He's been playing with your heart this whole time.
You want to know something? You send me that money, and I'll come, and I'll stay in the hotel. And we'll see what happens. And Pete can come over, but he's going to come over without you.
Oh, that's what you think.
For talk.
All you're trying to do is threaten the relationship. And,
I'm threatening your relationship.
You're threatening it. By threatening to leave him, and Pete doesn't want to leave you. He's already said that.
He just wants my money.
But you don't accept that. And Pete also wants to be with me. There's enough of him to go around.
Well, are you going to come up then so you can spend time with Pete?
Sure, I'll come up.
You'll stay with us.
And you what, Pete?
And you'll stay with us, and she's going to behave about it.
Yeah, but if we do anything, it'll be when she's not home.
Well, no, she should,
Why? I want to learn.
She could learn. I want her to learn. I want her to learn how to...
I might try it, but like I said, I might not be able to function. But we'll see. I'll try anything new once.
Okay,
I'm going to fly Stanley out, and I'm going to...
And if I lose you, and I would hurt, but...
Good.
I don't want to lose you, Pete.
No, I don't want to lose you either, Stanley.
I really have special feelings for you.
I love everybody.
You do love Stanley.
Pete, can I text you in the morning when you're at work?
Yes, I like that.
Good. I'm going to get off the phone so you and her can talk.
Okay. I love you, man.
I love you too,
you love
Pete.
him? Man, fuck you guys. Guys are horrible, nasty, butt-loving, penis-loving, shit-headed fart knockers.
Pete, Daddy loves his son.
Oh, I love my daddy.
Father's son? Fathers having sex with their sons?
That's the role play we have.
Yeah, by building train sets.
There's a lot of things about the gay world that you don't understand, dear.
I've seen the Different Strokes episode with the Maytag man, okay? I know what gay guys like. They like other guys' nipples and buttholes.
Yeah.
You love him, Pete?
I guess. A little.
Mm-hmm. You know what? You have to make a choice. I'm going to hang up, and you can talk to Stanley, and you guys can talk about your relationship. I'm going to hang up, and I'm going to go have a bottle of wine.
No, stay with me. I'll get off.
Yeah, you'll get off all right. You'll get off with sexy Stanley.
Yeah, but then I'll be back with you because I love you. I love you.
Every time we have sex, I have to have his face on my TV. I can't deal with it anymore because I know you love him now. I'm going to go
I won't watch it anymore.
Have a few drinks. You stay on your side of the house and you talk to Stanley, and I'm hanging up. Bye.
No, honey, no.
See,